Welcome back to the Deep Dive. This is where we try to really break down complex stuff into simple, useful knowledge for you. I'm Jabril Noor.
And I'm Shabana Rahman. And if you're doing any advertising on Meta platforms, maybe you're a small local business, maybe you're growing online. What we're diving into today is, well, it's really essential.
Yeah, essential is right. Things have shifted fundamentally in, the last year and a half.
Totally. It's a different landscape.
And there's this one number that it blows my mind. It really shows the scale of this change. Think about this. Over 1 million advertisers used generative AI tools to make more than 15 million new ads.
15 million.
In just 1 month. That's not just growth, it's an explosion.
Exactly. And that number, that huge volume, it tells you the most important thing you need to grasp right now, the biggest hurdle for your ads. It isn't finding your audience anymore. The AI is actually pretty good at that now.
Right.
The real bottleneck is the creative constraint. How many different ads you actually give the system to work with.
Yeah, if you only feed it 3 options, how's it supposed to find the best fit from 100 possibilities?
Nicely. It needs variety.
It's funny, I remember spending ages defining that perfect person.
Yeah.
The 32-year-old suburban mom, loves cats, buys fancy cheese.
Oh, yeah, the hyper-specific demographics.
That was the gold standard just a few years back. It's wild how fast that niche targeting strategy got, kind of replaced by creative strategy.
It really has. The old playbook. It's fading. So our goal today is pretty straightforward. Give you the tools, the understanding to really succeed in this new world.
We're going to unpack 2 main things you need to master. First, the engine behind it all, Meta Andromeda. And second, the strategy you need to fuel it, creative diversification.
And this deep dive comes to you from Ad71. We're a strategy-first digital marketing agency, been around since 2016, helping businesses navigate exactly these kinds of big tech shifts.
Our aim here is simple. Practical steps you can use right away. Things to help you leverage Meta's AI, boost your ROAS, that's your return on ad spend, and maybe surprisingly, make setting up campaigns simpler.
Let's start with that engine, Meta Andromeda. Can we break that down simply? Avoid the heavy engineering talk.
Okay, yeah, let's keep it practical. So you upload all these ads, right? Maybe loads of variations thanks to AI tools. How does the system even begin to pick which ones to show someone scrolling their feed?
Right.
That first big filter, the thing that handles the sheer scale, that's basically Andromeda.
Think of it as a personalized ads retrieval engine, like a super smart librarian for ads.
Okay, a librarian.
But instead of just finding books, it's constantly searching through all the possible ads in the Meta universe, trying to find the perfect few for one specific person at that exact moment.
So if things like Advantage Plus and Gen AI are pushing us to create way more ad options, maybe tens of millions, Andromeda is the system that takes those millions and instantly filters them down to maybe the most relevant few thousand for the final ranking. It's like the bouncer for relevance, but super fast.
You got it. And it had to be designed differently to cope with that explosion in creative volume. We hear terms like deep neural networks and hierarchical indexing.
Sounds complicated.
It is complex under the hood, but the key thing for you, the advertiser, is what it means: efficiency. It's built for speed and relevance at massive scale.
Okay, efficiency. Could you give us an analogy? What does that complex tech feel like for a small business owner? Hierarchical indexing isn't something I can just, switch on.
Right, and you don't need to. Think of the old way, like a library sorted only alphabetically by title. If you wanted a book about, say, saving money, you had to scan every title.
Tedious.
Very. Andromeda is like that library is suddenly organized by title, author, topic, color, maybe even the feeling it gives you, all at once. It can instantly ignore 99% of the books that aren't relevant.
So it just jumps to the right shelf immediately, finds the best ad match way faster.
Exactly. It avoids all those unnecessary checks the old system had to do.
And this actually works. There are results.
Definitely. The reports show this tech has already delivered an 8% improvement in overall ads quality in some tests. That's significant.
8% better quality. So the ads it chooses are more relevant.
Yes, which means your budget works harder. Better matching means better value for every dollar or pound or euro you spend. It makes that kind of hyper-personalization possible even for smaller advertisers, which wasn't really feasible before.
Okay, engine established. Super efficient. But like you said, an engine needs fuel, high-quality fuel.
Which brings us nicely to our second practical point, the strategy. Creative diversification.
Creative diversification. CD. Let's define that clearly.
It's pretty much what it sounds like, creating a wide range of ads with really different themes, different messages, different visuals, so you can appeal to all the diverse needs and preferences within your potential audience.
This is the part I find fascinating. It feels like a total flip from a few years ago when we obsessed over defining that one perfect, narrow audience segment.
That's the core shift. That's the key. We've moved from focusing on who to target, those detailed demographic lists, to focusing on what creative to show. Creative diversification is now the main way you find relevant audiences.
How so?
Because the AI is smart enough now. If you give it enough different creative options to test, it will figure out which niche audience responds best to which specific creative. You don't have to predefine it so tightly.
Okay, but hold on. Here's a question I bet some listeners have.
Yeah.
If I start making, say, 5 or 10 ads that look and feel totally different,
Yeah.
isn't there a risk? Like my brand message gets diluted, it looks inconsistent.
That's a really valid concern, and it needs a smart approach. Diversification isn't about just throwing random stuff out there or ditching your brand identity.
Right.
It's more about recognizing that your one product probably solves, I don't know, 5 different problems for 5 different kinds of people, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you need creative that speaks to each of those problems or motivations. Maybe one ad focuses solely on the premium quality. Another one screams best value. A third might be about the emotional connection, like family time.
Okay, so they're all true aspects of the product, just highlighted differently for different potential customers.
Exactly. And the AI is brilliant at matching the value message to the price-sensitive shoppers and the quality message to those who prioritize that. You're just giving it the distinct signals it needs.
Got it. And this varied creative fuel, that's what powers the Advantage Plus system, to optimize the targeting, the bidding, the placements automatically.
Precisely. It needs that variety to do its job well.
And the results back this up.
Clearly. The data shows advertisers who really lean into the streamlined setup for Advantage Plus sales campaigns are seeing, on average, a 9% lower cost per action.
9% lower CPA. Now that's where it gets tangible for a small business.
Right. Think about it. If you spend, say, $1,000 a week, that 9% could mean getting 10, 15, maybe 20 extra conversions, customers, leads, whatever, for the same money you were already spending. That's serious leverage.
It really is.
So to picture it, forget just targeting moms 30, 45 who like cooking. Instead, you make maybe 5 really different ads.
Okay.
One shouts, save time for the busy mom. Another focuses on gourmet ingredients for the foodie mom. A third pulls at heartstrings about family meals. Maybe one highlights the affordable price for the budget mom. And perhaps one is just funny, builds connection.
And you let the AI figure out which mom responds to which message.
You let the AI do the heavy lifting of matching creative to audience segments.
Okay, that makes sense strategically. But creating like 20 or 50 different ad concepts, that sounds like a lot of work, especially for a small team or a solo entrepreneur.
Which leads us perfectly to practical point 3, using gendered AI to actually make the scale achievable.
The tools.
Exactly. The good news is these tools are increasingly built right into the platform. Features within Advantage plus Creative are designed to make getting that high volume and diversity much, much easier.
So you don't necessarily need a big design department anymore.
Not like before. These Gen AI features, creating image variations, text options, that exponential creative growth they enable is exactly what Andromeda was built to handle and optimize. They work together.
Let's hit people with some numbers again.
Yeah.
Motivate them to try these features.
Okay. Businesses using just the basic image generation feature, letting the AI tweak backgrounds or generate simple image options within Advantage plus Creative, they're already seeing a 7% increase in conversions.
7% lift just for letting the AI help with images. That seems easy.
It's low-hanging fruit.
Yeah.
And it gets better. When campaigns specifically use image generation inside Advantage plus Creative setups, they see an 11% higher click-through rate, CTR, and a 7.6% higher conversion rate compared to campaigns using only their standard static creative.
Wow, okay. 11% higher CTR, nearly 8% higher conversion rate. Those are activities that really pay off.
It absolutely hammers home the point. Give the AI more varied fuel, let it optimize, and it rewards you with better performance.
Like trust the process, but also trust the AI.
Pretty much. There was even this one case where an advertiser simply turned on the AI-driven targeting features in Advantage plus Creative, didn't even massively overhaul their ads, and saw a huge 22% increase in ROAS.
22% ROAS jump just by enabling the AI features.
Yeah. It proves that giving the AI more freedom, more levers to pull, isn't just theory, it works.
Okay, that 22% is impressive. Let's make it even more concrete. The ice cream example you mentioned, Ben& and
Right,
Jerry's.
Ben& and Jerry's. They ran an Advantage Plus catalog ad campaign, pretty standard for e-commerce. But the key detail was they specifically enabled the generative AI feature for background image generation.
So wait, they weren't like creating whole new photos of the ice cream tubs?
No, not the core product shot. They just let the AI generate different relevant backgrounds for those product shots.
Why? Just to create visual variety.
Exactly, to create diversity easily. Make the same product appeal slightly differently to different microsegments scrolling their feeds. Different backgrounds can evoke different moods or contexts.
And did that small change? Did it
Uh-huh.
actually do anything?
It did. That seemingly minor tweak, just AI-generated backgrounds, led to a measurable win, a 7% increase in link clicks compared to using their standard creative with static backgrounds.
Hold on, let me get this straight. They just let the AI swap out the background behind the ice cream and got 7% more clicks.
That's what the case study showed.
That feels like almost zero effort for a really decent return.
It's leveraging the tech.
That right there, that's the key takeaway for small businesses, isn't it? You don't need a Hollywood budget. Small, smart uses of these built-in Gen AI tools, like just generating background options, can give you real performance bumps when Andromeda is working behind the scenes to match them effectively.
That's the power pairing. AI-driven diversification meeting an AI-driven delivery engine. Okay, so we've covered the engine, the strategy, the tools. Let's wrap up with some clear actions.
Yeah, let's give people a checklist, 5 things they can do, like today or tomorrow.
Perfect. Your 5-item action checklist for small advertisers, let's make them practical.
Okay, number 1.
Number 1, stop constraining your creative. Seriously. Your biggest limit probably isn't budget or time as much as it's the fear of putting out something imperfect or just sticking to what you know.
So be braver. Test more.
Way more. The system learns faster than you can guess. If you normally run 3 ads, try running 10 or 20. Give the AI way more to test.
Got it. More options. Number 2.
Commit to diversity, not just volume. This is crucial. What's the difference?
Good question.
Volume is just making 30 versions of the same basic ad concept, maybe changing the button color. Diversity is ensuring those 30 ads explore genuinely different themes, messages, visuals, maybe even emotional tones.
So think broader. Different customer needs, different angles.
Exactly. Maximize the range of needs you're addressing. Don't just iterate, diversify.
Yeah, makes sense. Number 3.
Fully embrace Advantage Plus sales campaigns. If you're still using older campaign types or heavily manual setups for sales goals, it's time to switch.
Just make the leap.
The data supports it. Use the streamlined setup. Remember that 9% lower cost per action on average? That comes from leaning into Advantage Plus G. It simplifies things and improves efficiency.
All right, trust the automation. Number 4.
Incorporate Gen AI tools immediately. Don't wait until you feel like an expert. Start simple. Use the image generation features in Advantage Plus Creative. Try the tech variation tools.
Just start experimenting.
Yes. It's the fastest way to boost your creative volume and diversity without needing tons of extra resources. Test AI-generated headlines, see what resonates. Small steps add up.
Okay, and the last one, number 5.
Number 5, trust the AI engine Andromeda to handle the complexity. This is almost a mindset shift.
How so?
You don't need to build complex audience rules or intricate bidding strategies like you used to. The system, Andromeda, is designed with all that deep learning stuff to process your creative library and find the best matches efficiently.
So my job is more about feeding it good, diverse creative.
Exactly. Your job is generating the fuel, the diverse creative options. The system's job is optimizing the delivery for relevance and performance. Focus on the inputs.
I like that summary. Feed the machine good stuff. It sounds like the system's getting smarter so we can focus less on tweaking knobs and dials and more on the actual message and creativity.
That's the goal. Andromeda is designed to reduce that need for advertisers to manage complex rule sets. It makes the whole system easier to manage as you scale, and it helps Meta roll out future AI improvements faster.
Simpler is better.
The path forward really is simplification, but it's achieved through strategic creative volume and diversity. Adopt that mindset, and you're setting yourself up for success now and as AI evolves.
Okay, so here's a final thought for everyone listening to chew on. What if making 10 times more creative variations actually made managing your campaigns simpler, not harder? That feels counterintuitive, but maybe that's the real power of this new AI architecture that's available to you right now.
Well said. And if you are a Meta advertiser, a small business owner, and you want help putting these strategies into practice, really getting your creative diversification right, visit Ad 71. We can help you optimize.
Great advice. Thanks for breaking that all down. We'll see you next time on The Deep Dive.